What's going on, everyone? My name is Marco. You are listening to the Bleedbigblue podcast. I wanted to do something different today. I've been trying to recap all the Giants draft, and I didn't want to go through recording it and editing it and doing the whole thing, so I decided let's do it live. This draft is pretty interesting because there is not much known. Well, not much remembered past this draft, but there are a few things going on. Let's see. Right now, I am being streamed on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook. I'm monitoring the comments. I love that. See that people are in there on odd times, probably in school on your lunch break, doing all those things, which is pretty cool to me. So, 2010 draft. Giants started. Let's see. How did they do in 2009? They started out 5-0 and went 3-8 and 3-8, ending up at 8-8 in the third position in the NFC East, and they didn't make the playoffs. They had a few Pro Bowlers that year that were playing well: Steve Smith, Chris Snee, David Deal, and Sean O'Hara. This is under Reese and Coughlin at that time. And the Giants had a few needs that they had to address. Most people would say it was defensive end, running back, linebacker, corner, along those lines. Rumored to come to the Giants in the draft, the whole process. A few names that were thrown out were Rolando McClain, Joe Hayden, C.J. Spiller, Navarro Bowman. These are all people that were up in the air. For that 2010 draft, the Giants had 7 picks in total, and 1 pick every round. And first pick is a pretty famous one, I would say. So let me cue that up for you. Here we go. With the first pick in the 2010 draft, number 15, first round, I should say, number 2010 draft was Jason Pierre-Paul. In hindsight, home run of a pick, no? Let's look up a few of his stats. JPP played in... Sorry, my computer is freezing. Okay, JPP, 8 years on the Giants, right? 111 games, 85 starts. We're talking 58.5 sacks, few touchdowns in there, massive amount of tackles. Just dynamite player, dynamite pick. This was a home run by Jerry Reese. A lot of people didn't think that he was going to go with JPP, but a few players came off the board, and that's how we winded up with him. As I said, there was rumor that C.J. Spiller, but he never fell to us. And let's see who else. Rolando McClain wasn't there. They were all taken earlier. And Joe Hayden as well was taken 7th by the Browns. Those were all those are all players that were rumored to come around to us. So JPP, great pick by Jerry Reese. Usually he did pretty well on his first round picks. And this was no exception. Well, later on in the years, they didn't go so hot, but JPP, dynamite pick. Let me see what everyone is saying in the comments. What's going on YouTube? I see you. A few Facebook comments about fireworks, but I'll leave that for the comment section. So, pick second round. People remember him. Second round, defensive tackle, Linval Joseph. This was another solid pick by the Giants. We couldn't keep him, but definitely a solid pick. I believe he played 4 years before signing as a free agent in... Free agent in what year was that? That was 2014 he left, and he signed with Minnesota. So for the Giants, we got 4 years in total, as I was right. 53 starts. No, 53 games, 46 starts. 9 sacks in total. Bunch of tackles. Definitely a solid player. Really turned it on. Was part of the Giants' run later on, a few years down the road. Linval Joseph did an excellent job. Jerry Reese actually drafted defensive tackles well. He was able to plug and play a whole bunch of players from Haskins, Joseph, a bunch of defensive tackles, Tomlinson as of now. But he always drafted that position well, and this was no exception. Next up, let's see. Here we go, ready? Next up, Chad Jones. Who remembers Chad Jones? Defensive back, 2010, selected in the 3rd round with the 76th pick. Not much to say about Chad Jones. He got into a car accident in the offseason and never really recovered from that. He never played it down for the Giants. He was injured. Eventually, he was released, and he played for... Yes, Chad Jones did never play in the game. He was released, and he pursued baseball. I think he was signed by the Cincinnati Reds. If I can't remember how he did, but I know that the Reds signed him. If you know, let me know. Let me know in the comment section. I'm checking him out and see what's going on. All right. That one's a quick one. Not much to talk about. And spoiler alert, not much to really talk about past this pick. So here we go. Pick number 115 in the 4th round. Let's see if anyone knows him. Linebacker from Tulsa, Phillip Dillard. Yet again, not a lot going on here. Played 2 seasons with the Giants. He was cut in 2012, I believe. Didn't get much burn. Let's look at the stats. He was cut in 2011, winded up going to Carolina Panthers practice squad. Then cut, went to the Chargers. Unfortunately was cut, just never got his bearings on. I see a lot of people calling it a terrible pick. Yeah, not the best pick. Not the best pick. That leaves us with our 5th rounder. Anyone know who it is? Sorry about that. 5th round is guard Mitch Petrus. Let's see. 5th round pick. Number 147 overall in the 2010 draft. Stats, not that hot. Played 2 years. He played in 2010 and 2011. Total of, let's see, 23 games for the Giants with 3 starts. Not much going on there. So after his stint with the Giants, where he was waived, he was signed by the Patriots. Never really caught on there. In 2013 with the Tennessees, but was also waived. He's still probably better than Flowers. Maybe. That's pretty funny. All right, here we go. Round 6. Definitely better. Round 6. Anyone remember? Without cheating and going into the comment section, because past the 3rd round, I couldn't remember. That would be Adrian Tracy, linebacker, 6'3", 234. see. Played the 1 year with the Giants. Not much going on here. 16 games. No starts. Giants were looking for that linebacker hole. Didn't finish it with that one. So 2011, he was cut, re-signed later on in the year, cut again, went to the Cardinals, and cut in 2014. Not much going on with Adrian Tracy. Next pick is a famous one. That would be punter Matt Dodge. Played all 16 games with the New York Giants in 2010, huh? Let's see. So 7th round pick, 221 overall. Punter started 16 games for the Giants, and we all know how that ended. Never played again for the Giants. Did he get any action in the league after that famous punt that still gives me nightmares? No. No love after that. So basically, punts it to not Deshaun Watson. Oh my God. On the Eagles. Why am I blanking out? I do remember coughing, screaming at him. Oh, man. Why can't I remember his name? I'm brain freezing. Deshaun Jackson. Thank you. I had the Deshaun. I went to Watson. Deshaun Jackson. Yes. Famous punter Deshaun Jackson. Coughlin wanted him to boot it anywhere but there. And he went right to Deshaun Jackson, runs it back, knocks us out of the playoffs. Horrible. Horrible play for the Giants franchise. Oh, my God. So let's wrap this up. Let's see. Overall, what do they do? So the 7th picks, mostly defensive. He went defensive end, defensive tackle, defensive back, linebacker, offensive guard, linebacker, and a punter. So out of the 7 picks, probably 2 were solid and the rest weren't good. So how would you rate this draft? You got 1 home run in JPP, you have a solid pick in Linval Joseph, and the rest was trash, right? No, it's difficult to say when you get a home run and then you fail at the rest. It's tough to pinpoint it. JPP, who else? I can't remember. Bust. Tough break. Don't get me started about 2010. Reese, oh man, a lot of pick. Should have paid Joseph nasty defensive tackle, yeah. Still balling. Yes, he is a beast, Minnesota. This is all true, all true. So, all right, that's a good idea. In the comment section, let's grade it. A is unbelievable. F is failure. People are giving it C, C pluses, huh? I would agree. Past that, it's not that hot. So this was pretty good. A little different. I'll link up the prior ones that we've done. They're a little more scripted. They're not off the fly like this one was. Just wanted to do something quick. All right. So down in the comment section below, let me know what you thought about this. If we should do some more, just jumping on and going, seeing what you guys are doing, going on what you're up to. I'm way tongue-tied. So we'll have a podcast tonight, regular crew, not just myself solo, which is quite difficult to do. But thank God you guys are in the comments, and I could get a little rapport going. If you are new here and like what's going on, please hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications. This way, when we do stuff like this, it's not just me talking to the wall or talking to the computer. We have merch down in the comment section, down in the description. If you buy a shirt, tag me in the pic. And that's about it. I'll link up the prior videos that we've done. I'll see you tonight, and I'll troll the comment section before signing off. Let's see. Yeah, a few people liked it. What are you guys at school? You're on lunch? What's going on? Yes, it was very cool for RG Nation. Ah, thank you. Very cool. All right, dudes. Please throw a like on this. This way it gets out there and people get to see it. I might edit it up a little later, but we'll see. I'll talk to you all tonight. Peace out.